2025, in this society, men have learned to get weaker, more depressed, facing anxiety, and life is just going on a downhill. But you don't understand there's so many aspects on why you really feel weak, unmotivated, depressed, and invisible. Let's picture this. Different aspects, man. I'm talking what? Chronic stress, your sleep pattern, lack of motivation, lack of discipline, you're not really moving, low physical activity, no goals, no purpose. Even having no goals and purpose has a massive effect in a man's life. You feel invisible, useless, in other words. So let's go with it. Like, one thing I really like to emphasize on, I'll start by the purpose. Yeah? From the moment you were born, you became a teenager, now you're 18, now you're 20, now you're 25, 30, or even 40 and you're feeling lost. But I'll talk about people in my bracket, which is 20 to 30. I'm 29 right now. And years ago, when I had no purpose, I felt invisible. I felt like a nobody. I was skinny, looking like a lamppost, no purpose, no goals, working like a slave without any direction. University failed, football career failed, and whatever. So the first thing that makes you feel weak is your purpose. When you don't have any direction, you don't really understand what's going on. And then you see other guys in your age bracket that are doing things, they making moves, and you feel like, why is it not working for me? But then it's just you don't know what you're really doing in life. Yeah. Secondly, let's say you already have no purpose or goals, or you might do as well, but then you have just chronic stress. You put yourself into so much stress. It could be your family talking you down. It could be your missus, your partner, giving you stress and not having stability in your relationship. That's a lot of stress, high cortisol, and you know what I mean, you can't really manage or focus on things because you already have internal problems. You get me? And then you have the no physical activity. Like, guys, I breathe this. I have to tell you, I really breathe this. Like, there's no way a man can live and survive this society, especially in 2025 going up to 2026, and you feel like you can just live a meaningful life. Low activity, no physical activity is just as equal as having low testosterone, just having low drive. You get me? So what was he expecting? You think you're gonna be skinny like a lamppost, just like how I was, or you're gonna have a massive gut or a massive belly and think that you're gonna feel strong? Excuse me to say this, allow me to say this, and I'm not here to make you feel bad, but you're literally a walking diabetes. Yeah? You're a walking female estrogen. You're a walking female hormone. You're full of estrogen. You're full of visceral fat. You have no energy, or you're too skinny. Like, do you get me? Of course you're gonna end up with no energy, feeling weak, feeling unmotivated, not even being good in the bedroom. You can't even please your woman. Of course you're gonna feel weak because you can see in her face that she's not even happy. And when you're walking, people know, and you know yourself, that you're invisible right now. So you've got the physical aspect, yeah. So you've got a different aspect. Your sleep, yeah. You're acting like you're in a monk mode, but you don't even get enough sleep. Sleep is one of the most important things. Sleep relaxes you. Sleep helps you with the recovery. Sleep helps you to produce the most testosterone. It's going to help you get leaner. It's going to help you with your weight loss. It's going to help you with thinking fresh. It's going to help you with the cognitive function. There's so many aspects into this. You get me? So that's how you need to look at things. And then even what you consume, like, do you really think like you're gonna be active, thinking good if you're eating donuts donuts every single day, if you're going McDonald's, KFC every single day, you're a walking seed oil human being, and you feel like you deserve to have energy, aura, and feeling good, clear skin, and all this stuff, it won't work. If you're eating burgers and donuts every single day, it won't work. Do you get me? So these are the things that you need to understand that it don't work. And then going back into the focus, like you're endlessly scrolling right now. Guys our age or even older now, we have the habit of endless scrolling, like dopamine hits and everything. So you're just on Instagram, scrolling, seeing the next man living the life you want. And then guess what? What's that gonna do? You're gonna feel like a nobody. You're gonna feel like things ain't working towards your way. But that's because you're not making any moves. You just sat down scrolling, half naked women, adult content, porn, breaking your own hammer like a stupid human being. And then guess what? You wanna have high testosterone. You wanna feel strong. You wanna feel motivated. You wanna feel disciplined. You wanna feel respected. Yet your habits don't really match. Right? So guys, these are the things that making you feel weak. Now let's say that you replace this now. Yeah, you're getting physical activity. Yeah, I recommend doing weightlifting. You're doing calisthenics. You're doing martial arts. I like martial arts for toughness, mental toughness. Martial arts like boxing, it forces you to become a monster. It forces you to endure pain, because a man with no pain, he won't be able to escape from being weak. So you need to endure pain. So weightlifting, calisthenics, martial arts like boxing, MMA, whatever, doing sprints. Yeah, don't be doing long runs like some flipping idiot, lowering your testosterone, just doing cycling, boring shit. You get me? Get into sprints and all this stuff, right? So let's say now what you consume is good as well. Lean beef, you get me? Red meat, then you've got eggs, and you've got avocado, you're eating nicely, you feel good, yeah, you're burning fat or you're building muscle, your aura is getting there, then guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna be energized. You need to understand something. If your physical aspects ain't doing well, then your mental aspects won't be doing well too. They both interlinked. So you gotta feed both of them at the same time. So if you're consuming bad stuff, you got bad habits, then guess what? Your testosterone is gonna be low, your cortisol is gonna be high, and nothing's gonna work towards your way. And that's why you're feeling all these symptoms internally, externally, right? So you gotta be feeding yourself properly. You gotta support yourself properly. You can't just replace work with quick fixes. They feed into each other. Do you get me? So eggs, avocado, then you can jump, like these help me massively. You can jump onto powerhouse herbs, not some synthetic creatine, the most research, whatever. No one gives an F about that, the most research, whatever. They contain a lot of craziness back in the labs. Yeah, so all these whey protein creatine, ban that, waste of time. And I haven't taken whey protein from the moment I was 18 to maybe 21, and I stopped. I'm 29 right now. Yeah, so you jump onto crazy herbs, and I'm talking crazy, deadly ancient herbs from the African tribes, indigenous tribes from South America, and all this stuff. I'm gonna give you a couple of them. I'm gonna put you on game. Yeah, so when I first started, when I was skinny like a lamppost, I was feeling weak, no testosterone, no drive, and whatever. And I was almost facing ED, man. I had moments where you wouldn't even get up. Yeah, that's how, because my sleep was all over, and watching porn and all this stuff. Bro, these ruin a man, bro. These ruin a man. By the time you get to 50, 60, or 40, you're done. Do you get me? Anyways, so creasy, so palm together, mad. And I mean mad. They both DHT blockers. Yeah, DHT blockers, it gives more room for testosterone. Guess what? More and more testosterone. Then you're gonna jump onto Tonga Lee. Not some BS Tonga Lee these people are talking about. I'm talking real Tonga Lee from Malaysia and stuff like that. Do you get me? That's going to help you increase your testosterone by 20, 30%, or even 50, depending on how you're performing. Yeah, natural support. So you don't need what? You don't need any TRT, testosterone replacement, hormone, or whatever gear. Waste of time. Get rid of that. And then next, followed by that, you're going to jump onto horny goat weed. Horny goat weed literally replaces Viagra, aka blue pills. It does replace it. Trust me, it contains the same enzyme, man. It contains PDE5, which is like basically contains ichrine, right? So it does what it does, right? So harder, far more erections, more nitric oxide, more blood flow. So more blood flow, your thing is going to appear bigger and harder, and so on and so on and so on, right? Then you've got what am I missing? You've got tribulars. More reflecting performance going to help you to build more mass. Yeah, because I was skinny like a lamppost. More mass, more strength, and all this stuff. And become an all-nighter. Yeah. So in your position, when a man is feeling weak, depressed, and motivated, I know you either not getting goals or you're not able to satisfy your partner. So with all these herbs, trust me, you can become a bedroom menace. Yeah, you can research, do your research, whatever. Oh, he's lying, whatever. Then do your research and then thank me later. Do you get me? Okay, so you're gonna jump on these herbs. Then important king minerals. I would say, what is it called? Zinc and magnesium. Yeah, I take these on a daily basis. Yeah, I'll show you in a minute what I recommend for you. Yeah, zinc and magnesium. Right, and then outside that, if you live in a country with no sun, whatever, get onto vitamin D. Right, so get onto vitamin D. Omega-3 should be good, but I don't really take omega-3 much, and I live I'm always in warm countries. Do you get me? So yeah, I don't take much vitamin D. I just get sun in my face on a daily basis. Right, so if you live in cold countries, let's take vitamin D. Anyways, my people, instead of you just wasting buying that supplement, buying this supplement, buying that supplement, buying this supplement, I used to do that. Take them separately, different brands, fake brands, good brands, one from this, one from that. Just take dragon root. Yeah, so as you can see here, dragon root literally contains every single herb I've mentioned, along with the king minerals, which is zinc and magnesium. So they're all here. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave the link in the description. You do what you gotta do. This has been helping guys for like 5 years. Yeah, so it has helped over 10,000 people go from zero to literally having a whole masculine rebirth. So dragon root is here. The link is going to be in the description. Yeah, so now guys, I've touched on every single step. Yeah, I went from what's going wrong, on what needs to get fixed, right? And then now you need to, and I showed you the support, like that's an example, dragon root, that's the support with the foods and everything. And obviously you need to have a routine, man. You need to have a whole structure. There's no point of you knowing that now you don't need to watch corn, now you need to eat lean beef and eggs and everything, now you need to train and whatever. You need to have a whole structure, a daily structure that really makes sense for you. Do you get me? Hormones, masculine protocols, discipline, daily tasks. Do you get me? Even your blood work analysis, like knowing how your testosterone was at when you first started your journey and where is it at right now, track it, know what's going right, basically a whole analysis, right? And then implement the testosterone optimization methods, just like dragon root and all this stuff. So that's literally why you feel weak and how you can fix it. Gave you a couple tips, and that's literally how life goes. If you want to become a monster, have your whole masculine rebirth, you need to apply these methods, right? So guys, that's literally that was I would say a quick one. Yeah, subscribe, keep in touch. And also, before I even forget, if you're someone that's tired of feeling average, you want to reach peak masculinity, you're tired of being average, you want a whole masculine rebirth, comment the word peak. Yeah, DM me the word peak on Instagram, which is going to be in the description as well, if you want assistance on becoming a monster. Yeah, dragon root, link in the description. We'll keep in touch. Let's go.